Good day to y'all. I'd like to welcome you back to David's show. I'm your host David, and today I want to talk about the Avengers game since I recently finished it. I think it could have been a lot better, but let's go. So the story aspect is the best thing about the game, actually. You start out as Kamala Khan, who is a huge Avengers fan, and this A-Day thing happens. She goes there and all of a sudden a disaster happens which disbands the Avengers. Till 5 years later, Kamala now has superpowers where she can extend her arms and a lot like that. She figures AIM are the bad guys. Gets captured by MODOK before escaping. This is where the main plot starts, and we follow her on her journey to reunite the Avengers. Hulk, Iron Man, Black Widow, Thor, and Captain America. Then they have to stop MODOK in a huge battle. So yeah, pretty normal Avengers story and a good one at that. I like the chemistry between the characters, the voice acting was really good, and so was the character development. I really enjoyed MODOK's slow transformation into the giant bobblehead of Marvel. Gameplay. They really fucked this part up. From bad animation issues, glitches, lag, and a lot like that. Now, the base combat is really good in my opinion, yet simplistic. You can do combos, a range of special attacks, heavy attacks, light attacks, and dodge and block. Basic stuff. Some of my favorite moves are the Steamroller for Cap America, Thunderclap as Hulk, Bifrost as Thor, Unibeam as Iron Man, and yeah, pretty cool moves. And Ambiguous as Miss Marvel and that one move where you turn invisible as Black Widow are pretty enjoyable moves too. But the issue is, instead of using actual famous Marvel enemies, which to be fair, there are only 3. Yes, 3 Marvel enemies in what is supposed to be a AAA game. More like 1A game. Disappointing. Those are Abomination, Taskmaster, and MODOK. I found those boss battles cool and you had to strategize, rinse and repeat. The rest? Well, giant robots like big aeroplane robot, Hulk looking robot, a Deathtoid, which you could call a Taskmaster as a robot with a laser beam, and this just doesn't satisfy me. They could have chosen many villains from the Rogues Gallery. Maybe Loki or, I don't know, Maybe they'll introduce more down the line since it's DLC. The missions did have cool moments, but in the end, it's just not fun. Sometimes in the middle of a fight, I would experience lag as well. This is bad. Essentially, I have companions, right? The other superheroes, and I'm playing as one of them. And it just starts lagging from so many characters being in the game. This happens in cutscenes as well. At the beginning of the game, I experienced some animation and rendering issues, which were later fixed with updates, but the gameplay is so bad. Now let's talk about in-game purchases. The developers said there'd be no pay-to-win service or anything like that. But holy fuck, you have to pay for extra costume and battle passes. Well, except you do it the free way, but I doubt you want to because this game is fucking boring. Yeah, extra costumes and battle passes. Do you know how crappy this is to your customers? Yes, I'm talking to you, Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics. Oh, and the suits aren't that cool, except the classic looking suits. They're decent. So in the end, there was this final cutscene hinting at a sequel, and I like that idea. I think Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics can learn from this game and craft something amazing in the future. So to be fair, I'll give them an extra point, since they had to complete the game under the whole COVID-19 situation, but it boils down to good plot, mostly horrible gameplay, and them lying to their customers. So I'd give Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics Avengers game a 6 out of 10. Get on Insomniac's level, bastards. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, do feel free to subscribe, like, and comment down below. I'm your host David, and I hope to see you on another episode of David's Show.